Stop stealing their damn resources.
Yeah. Just woke up.
Where my check? Is my check already signed? Okay. I got you. I'll say that shit. You're like, you reading this shit and be like, damn, that's some crazy shit. I'm supposed y'all really want me to say this shit? Yeah, we want you to say this shit. Okay. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Check this
Yeah.
out. I have a little bit more.
Because I decided that while I'm out here taking hits for my views and the trolls and the haters are all on my back, if I'm man enough to do it, I know you're man and woman enough to do it as well. Not everybody wants that. And not everybody wants to be in that position. That's okay. No problem. This show may not be for you. But in saying that, let's get into this right here. I'm going to show this video. And we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to go open the lines up for people to call in. So let me share my screen right here. Share the screen.
He's gonna play a Candace Owens clip where she's talking about the womb.
Candace have to say
is the worst place for a black baby.
To actually do something that was inclusive, to say, actually, white Americans, you are allowed to be a part of this too, because literally all lives matter, and in fact, no lives have been mattering. Black Americans are suffering as a result because of Black Lives Matter. We know that their neighborhoods have been rioted in inner city communities, and the businesses are moving out of there. The result of Black Lives Matter has been white supremacy, assuming that Black Americans were stupid and emotional and would loot and riot their own communities to fulfill a false narrative about policing. And so we got to say all of that by wearing one T-shirt.
Okay, hold 1 second here. That was the one part, and let's go ahead and listen to the second part right here.
Dork. It makes them so mad because there is actually in this country a hatred toward white people. It is undeniable. The worst thing that you can be in this country, far from what they're telling you, I would say two things. First and foremost, a black child in the womb of its mother. That is the most unsafe place for a black child to be. The second thing is a white straight male, right? Because they perceive that as being too normal, right? It's too normal for you to be a white straight male. You need to make yourself somehow problematized by saying that you're trans, that you're suffering, that you're gay, that you're Hispanic, that you have a biracial mother, something. People are dying to say that they're anything but being white. And again, that is the commentary that we offer by wearing these shirts. You actually cannot, right now, today on TikTok, you cannot use the hashtag White Lives Matter because they say that it inspires hatred. And in fact, banning hashtag White Lives Matter is what inspires hatred. The saddest part of this, Tucker, which I want to add, is that after wearing the shirt and getting back here down in Tennessee, I went to a farmer's market, and I had white people coming up to me with tears in their eyes. And I told Kanye this, tears in their eyes, saying, thank you so much. As if they're the forgotten people, for just allowing us to have our voices back. They've been sitting in silence, completely sidelined, told that they are not allowed to be American because there's a vicious narrative around that somehow Black Americans are suffering from policing and therefore white lives can't matter. They do. It's obvious. Kanye was correct.
What do y'all think?
You know,
she said a whole lot, man. The part about freaking, what did she say? Hold on, let me take it back. Let's take it back. It's the second part that I want to talk about.
Be in this country, far from what they're telling you, I would say two things. First and foremost, a black child in the womb of its mother. That is the most unsafe place for a black child to be.
Black child in the womb of his mother is the most unsafe place for a black child to be.
The second thing is a white straight male, right? Because they perceive that as being too normal, right? It's too normal for you to be a white straight male. You need to make yourself somehow problematized by saying that you're trans, that you're suffering, that you're gay, that you're Hispanic, that you have a biracial mother, something. People are dying to say that they're anything but being white. And again, that is the commentary that we offer by wearing.
She's saying there's an anti-white racism. Come on, man. Come on. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk right there. And the thing about the black child in the womb, so where else is the black child supposed to be? If not in the womb? What other place is safer? Like that's like saying that the black child shouldn't be. Like there's no safe place for the black child. So what are you saying? Are you saying that the black child or the black ones are under attack, or are you saying that there's a anti-white racism and it's the straight white male is under attack? What are you saying?
I think she needs to add more dialect to what she's saying or what she's trying to get across, because the way that it comes off, shit just doesn't make sense. You know, I didn't get what she was saying right there. In all honesty, maybe I'm just slow or something. I don't know.
I didn't get it either because it didn't make no damn sense.
You know, I mean, is she saying that the worst place for a black child is a black mother's womb? Is she getting at that black women are the majority when it comes to aborting babies? Is that what she's trying to portray? Is that what
Yeah,
she's trying to get across?
yeah, that's
I
what
mean,
she's getting across. But still, like you know, to say that is just where is the safe place for the black child? That invokes a whole bunch of shit. Like that invokes shit like for me in my mind, like what do you call it when you are freaking destroying the people, like as far as like killing a race, like genocide. That's like, maybe I'm leaping, but it's like, that's the idea. Like, there's no safe place. They're not even safe in the womb. Then shit, they don't need to freaking exist. All of them need to go. It's like roaches. That's what I'm hearing.
yeah, yeah, I didn't get that part. You know,
It's crazy talk. It's crazy talk. Let me play some more. I'm gonna play her again.
Was inclusive to say, actually, white Americans, you are allowed to be a part of this too, because literally all lives matter. And in fact, no lives have been mattering. Black Americans are suffering as a result because of Black Lives Matter. We know that their neighborhoods have been rioted in inner city communities and the businesses are moving out of there. The result of Black Lives Matter has been white supremacy, assuming that Black Americans were stupid and emotional and would loot and riot their own communities to fulfill a false narrative about policing. And so we got to say all of that by wearing one T-shirt.
Shit.
White straight male. And so we got to say all of that by wearing one T-shirt.
She's talking crazy, man. Hold on. I want the other clip one more time.
Okay, hold 1 second here. That was the one part, and let's go ahead and listen to the second part right here.
It makes them so mad because there is actually in this country a hatred toward white people. It is undeniable. The worst thing that you can be in this country, far from what they're telling you, I would say two things. First and foremost, a black child in the womb of its mother. That is the most unsafe place for a black child to be. The second thing is a white straight male.
The worst thing you could be is a black child in the womb of his mother or a white straight male.
yeah,
Wow. Wow.
Right? Because they perceive that as being too normal, right? It's too normal for you to be a white straight male. You need to make yourself somehow problematized by saying that you're trans, that you're suffering, that you're gay, that you're Hispanic, that you have a biracial mother, something. People are dying to say that they're anything but being white. And again, that is the commentary that we offer by wearing these shirts. You actually cannot, right now, today on TikTok, you cannot use the hashtag White Lives Matter because they say that it inspires hatred. And in fact, banning hashtag White Lives Matter is what inspires hatred. The saddest part of this song, which I want to add, is that after wearing the shirt and getting back here down in Tennessee, I went to a farmer's market and I had white people coming up to me with tears in their eyes. And I told Kanye this, tears in their eyes, saying, thank you so much, as if they're the forgotten people, for just allowing us to have our voices back. They've been sitting in silence, completely sidelined, told that
That's why she makes so much money right there.
There's a vicious narrative around that somehow Black Americans are suffering from policing and therefore white lives can't matter. They do. It's obvious. Kanye was correct.
It's like the identity politics. It allows them to be in their perspective without feeling like they're racist because it's like a black woman is saying it.
Candace Owens, I mean, she came out on the mainstream here about 3 years ago or so, 2020, I think it said. But let's read a little bit about this black woman who has a disdain for black people in the sense of, let me say this right here. some things I'm like, okay, I can get what you're saying because I want to get to a person's understanding. And I found out more about her and I get it why she thinks the way she thinks. So I want to read this off a little bit about who is Candace Owens because she is off track with a lot of things. Yet I finally get it with her of why she thinks the way she thinks. You know, sometimes we got to get to a place and understand people. Don't mean I have to agree with you. I just need to understand you. Why are you this way? You know, why are you why would you say a black mother's womb is the most dangerous place for a child? And you a black woman. Now, what did she mean by that and what was she referring to? Now, I know that, you know, even Kanye West says that there's been more black babies killed in America by abortions than any other thing. But when you come out of your mouth and you say that the two things are like at danger, the black mother's womb is the most dangerous place for a black child, and that the white male
And I have to say, I'm thinking about those statistics, and when they talk about the all of the black babies being aborted, you have to wonder how many of those were viable pregnancies. You know, they all go down as abortions, but they could have not been viable pregnancies. What percentage of those statistics weren't viable pregnancies?
is the one
Yeah.
who actually uh, is under attack. You mean the ones who went around the world to control and still control the world, basically? How in the world? See, this is the sellout mentality. In order to go on the defense for a side, in order to keep you coming, and they call in the news, they put you on, they interview you, they give you your money and stuff like that because they love it. They like to use you for the centerpiece as a means of a so-called measuring rod to show that, look, this is a black person saying this, y'all. You know how I used the white woman yesterday and what she's saying against white people? Well, they use Candace in the same way. See, white people, look what she's saying. See, if she's speaking for the whole picture, so this is what's happening. So she's talking about what the black people are doing and how society is jumping on the black side and the white people are under attack and white people can't even speak freely in America and taking your Americanism from you and all this right here so that white people can feel like, oh, it's good to hear somebody else see how we think and yet it's not us. Who's Candace? Let's go ahead to this right here. Let's see who is Candace, and we're gonna get to the root of why does she feel this way. I had to dig into her spirit because we got to find out why is she the way she is and come off saying these things. I went to a couple of sources. There again, we have to be very careful when we read articles because articles are written by man and sometimes people can slant the story, whatever. So I try to find a common information, even though there are copy and paste that goes on from one site to another site that you can read identical with one site, say it about another, that tells you that there is a copy and a paste that goes on. But let's kind of read some of the information here and kind of stay in line. Candace Owens is a American political commentator, author, influence, talk show host, and activist. I don't know what activist she is. I don't know. She has served as a communication director for Turning Point USA, a nonprofit student organization that promotes conservative campus activities and speakers. Aside from the Candace is also a Fox News contributor, blogger, YouTuber, and the founder of a political project named Blacksit Foundation. She is widely recognized for her pro-Trump commentary and critical position on the Democratic Party. Now, I want y'all to understand she used to be anti-Trump and she flipped sides and became a pro-Trump when she decided to change from the mindset or from a Democrat party over to a Republican party. Now keep it here. I want y'all to know I don't represent none of those sides. I don't claim to be, never voted, and don't. I believe that the power is in my hands, and I believe that they can do nothing for me. Candace Owens' full name is Candace Amber Owens Farmers. She was born on April 29, 1989, in Stamford, Connecticut, United States. Ooh, the good old north east of America. She is 33 years old as of October 2022. Owens was born to her parents as the third of four children. She was raised by her grandparents. After her parents divorced, when she was around the age of 11 to 12. We're getting somewhere. We're about to dig open the skeleton bones in the closet, y'all. Candace Owens was raised by her grandparents, Robert Owens, grandfather, and Anne Caroline Dale, grandmother. After her parents split, her father worked as a property manager while her mom was a school bus monitor. Aside from this, no other information is known about them. About Candace Owens' father. The identity of Candace Owens' father is unknown, except that the fact that he was a property manager. Candace Owens also revealed that he struggled with alcohol abuse. We're digging deeper into the closet. There is no information regarding his birth and personal life about Candace Owens' mother. Just like her father, the identity of Candace Owens' mother is unknown, except for the fact that she was a school bus monitor who didn't have a high school degree. Both parents are unknown information. And that they both were uh, either uneducated in her eyesight or that her father was just a property manager and an alcoholic. There is no other concrete information about her birth and personal life in the media at this time. About Candace Owens' siblings. Candace Owens has three siblings. No information is known about them lives as they live very private lives and avoid media attention. Candace Owens' marriage and wedding. As of the time of publishing this article, September 2022, and Candace is happily married to her husband, George Farmer, who is a Caucasian. The couple has been married for 3 years now. They first met in December 2018 at the soft launch of Turning Point UK. They got married a year later on August 31st, 2019 in Virginia, United States. The union is blessed with two children. About Candace Owens' husband, George Farmer. George Farmer and is Candace Owens' legal husband as of the time of the writing. He is a British businessman, philanthropist, and political activist. He was born in 1989 in London, England. His exact birth date is not known, but he is speculated to be in his early 30s as of October 2022. George Farmer was born to his parents, Lord Michael Farmer. Lord Michael Farmer. She wound up getting into a family who's got some position. And Jenner, and his mother is Jenny Farmer. His father was self-made commodity tycoon and former Tory party treasurer. Information about his mother's career unknown. George attended St. Paul Private School in London for his primary education. Later on, he proceeded into Oxford University, where he bagged a degree in theology. While in school, George Farmer was a member of the various political organizations and was active in them. He has also held many leadership positions in many organizations. Currently, he is the Chief Executive Officer, CEO of the social media app Parler. It was reported that before his appointment, George Farmer served as a Parler Chief of Operations. Farmer has also had several years of experience in the finance sector. He got married to his wife, Candace Owens, in 2019, and they have two children together. All right, let's me come back over here and let's go ahead and start to unpeel this onion on the head mindset on the so-called spirit of Candace Owens, because she goes hard against the Black community. And now we can understand some of why her spirit detests some of the ill wills in the Black community. Now, you know me, I don't give excuses for people who do stupidity in the Black community. I don't find reason or any rhyme or reason of why I would try to belittle the Black community for some of the ignorance that people do. Black on Black crimes, yes, needs to be addressed. Yes, of course, there are abortions that are happening in the Black community. Yes, in high numbers, but also in the white communities, the same. And I will not deflect the issues of trying to put it on white people that versus what's going on in the black community. For those who know me, I will call a spade, and wrong is wrong. Yet we understand that Candace and her family member, she comes from a dysfunctional family. She comes from a family that broke up at the age of 11 or 12, at the prime of her becoming a young lady, reaching her puberty, who her father was an alcoholic. This played a tremendous impact on her psyche, on her ability to really look at her own self inwardly, spiritually, as a woman of color. Now, we know that because there is little information that is disclosed, whether or not her family members ever reconnected with her, we do not know that. But we do know these impacts from your childhood will develop and create you and who you are today. For one to be so demeaning or one to be so belittling against the black population, and I little hear about her ragging on the white population, we understand because she's married to a white guy. And because of her bad example as a father as an alcoholic, I'm quite sure she had a little disdain for a black man. And I'm quite sure a man who was an alcoholic probably abused her mother. And he might have even crossed the lines of doing other things that I will not try to mention or speculate. But what I will tell you is that I do know that these type of things happen will cause a shift in people's behaviors as a young child and the development into an adult person.
What's up, dudes? You there?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
ain't
I'm
gonna
still
lie.
here.
I'm getting tired. I ain't gonna lie. Um, what's the verdict on Candace for you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could use all of those. Hold on, we could use all of those things, but I don't know, bro. It could be, yeah, that she's trying to protect her husband and her children. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, the
it could
trauma that
be.
she went through when as a child. You know,
Mhm.
some
It
of the
could be.
some resentments that she continued to hold as a result of that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, yeah, ain't no telling. Um,
So what's Kanye issue?
oh shit, I do have some shit on him. I didn't really want to cover it that much, but yeah, freaking Kanye. I don't know. What do you think? Have you seen any of the stuff?
Nah, bro, I really don't pay attention to that guy like that, man. I'ma just be real with you.
Shit, he even took over the damn news cycle. It's all down the timeline.